I know I should be losing weight. I know I should be exercising, but I don't.
Obesity is the scourge of the 21st century, rapidly replacing tobacco as the #1 cause of mortality and morbidity in heart disease and cancer. And obesity is a respecter of neither person nor profession. Over the next year, we're going to be telling the story of one person's fight against obesity.
I'm Ed Susman, and I'm a medical reporter, and this is where I spend most of my time in various newsrooms of medical meetings, finding stories for MedPage Today. I've been doing this in various forms for probably 13 years, and during that time I've probably gained on the average of about 5 pounds a year due to the fact that I'm sedentary. So now I'm about 6'1.5" and weigh pretty perilously close to 300 pounds, and that's far too much weight. The doctor says that my insulin resistance, or diabetes basically, high cholesterol and high blood pressure are all due to the fact that I weigh too much, and we all agree on that.
What made you decide to enter a clinical trial?
I've saw in the mail a notice that someone is having a clinical trial of a weight loss drug, and even if you're not in the clinical trial, you get diet and nutrition help and exercise programs and things like glucose monitors and pedometers that go along for free, so you can try and improve your diet, exercise, and blood sugar control. And then you may also get the pill, which is it's an experimental drug that I can't pronounce, and some of the people say that in early testing, people have lost 30, 40, 50 pounds using this drug over a relatively short period of time. This clinical trial is a year long. I get randomized as to whether I'm getting a placebo or the drug or the active drug next week.
What diet and exercise interventions are you anticipating will be part of this trial?
There'll be exercise goal as well. They did mention that it was going to be probably 3 to 4 times a week, which will be 3 to 4 times a week more than I'm doing now.
You travel a great deal, and with that travel schedule, how do you intend to work all this into your schedule?
Well, that's one of the things that we're going to be working on, is how to incorporate these things into a hectic travel schedule.
Have you had trouble walking lately?
Right now, probably a brisk 10-minute walk leaves me like I should take a rest, because it can it does get my heart rate moving pretty fast.
I know that you have some daytime sleepiness. I'm wondering, do you have apnea perhaps?
People have suggested that I have apnea. I've never been tested for that. It wouldn't surprise me if I did, but I don't usually have problems sleeping. I can almost go to sleep on command.
After randomization, when is your next clinical follow-up?
I think it's almost every month that I come in for either counseling or taking drugs and or taking blood samples and things like that to see how I'm complying with the treatment plan. It's a twice a day treatment.
Over the next year, we're going to be reporting on you pretty much on a monthly basis. So what do you think you're going to be reporting next month? What are the first things that you anticipate observing from this experience?
You know, I think I would probably notice any changes in eating habits. One of my biggest habits is that, as I said, I see food and I eat it. And the question is, can I see food and not eat it? And especially binge eating at night when you're watching television and things like that. You know, that's when all you get bombarded by are either medical ads or your food ads. Sort of conflicting messages indeed, and they are very effective messages. The first month will indicate whether I can adhere to a diet, whether I can adhere to a exercise program.
As a medical journalist, you have a great deal of knowledge about the clinical aspects of obesity. Do you think that knowledge is going to be helpful to you, or do you see that as a potential hindrance?
The knowledge that I have about covering medicine should be an advantage, but the fact that it hasn't had an impact up to this time, except in a negative way, indicates that there's a lot more than just knowledge that's required to lose weight and to exercise and to have a good healthful lifestyle. I don't smoke. I don't have a problem in excessive drinking, so those things give me an advantage in that area.
There was a recent research published that suggested that bariatric surgery is really the answer, and in fact, in that study in diabetic patients, bariatric surgery was associated with a reversal of diabetic symptoms. Have you thought about that at all?
My doctor and others, friends of mine who have undergone gastric bypass surgery, have suggested that I'd be a candidate for that. I have not been that anxious to undergo surgery for this treatment for any number of reasons, one of which is I think that that's an extra risk that I don't want to take.
So Ed, do you have a final word for us?
I enjoy being in the clinical trial process. So when they came up with this one, it was perfect for me. It was people with diabetes and overweight and who wanted to lose weight, and that fits my condition perfectly.
Until next month, I'm Peggy Peck, MedPage Today.